Right. Hello, y'all. Good afternoon. It is High Priestess Jamila. How are y'all? I hope y'all enjoyed that Lakshmi song. You know, Lakshmi, just saying her name because she is a healing goddess, it just clears away those random spirits off of you. Actually, I was going to say that to you guys. She's actually very good for protection, actually. So, but just FYI, listening to it for 3 minutes, 5 minutes, is not going to necessarily clear you of everything. Okay. Because the last cleanse that I did, we counted about, from what my spirits are saying, about 800 spirits off of the client. Okay. So let's talk about necromancy, and let's talk about why possession should be your main concern is possession. Okay. Now I just had that troll that came in here that is possessed by a spirit that's getting ready to take him off of this earth. And it's so sad when you see them come to our channels because those people are possessed. And it ain't demons. You don't a lot of people think that possession only happens by demons. Yeah, there are many demons that don't have names, but possession can happen by a spirit. Okay, so that person is possessed by a spirit that is going to take him off of this earth, make him sick, and take him off of this earth very soon, while he runs around. And you know why I think a lot of people end up following and harassing witches, and it gets worse around this time? Okay, is because those spirits on them, first of all, knows that they can communicate with us, but and that we can sense them, and they like to have attention. But I think it's mainly and primarily because those people actually need help. And I do not assist people for free unless you are somebody that I know, that I am willing to, somebody close to me. Okay. You have to be a close family member. Okay. You have to be a person close to me, like my child, my grandchild, maybe my man, my husband. I don't just go around exercising people of bad spirits for free. That's not what I do. If you in your church, if your church is doing it for you, why would you need to worry about me? If your religion is doing it for you, if that's what it's doing for you, why would you be harassing me? Why would you harass witches? Should be the question. But unfortunately, since these people are factually under possession, they can't think straight or think for themselves. And trust me, I'm not scared in the least bit because I have my protection. What I wanted to talk to you guys about was your protection. Okay. And it's not just about this time of the year. People got that confused too. Okay. This is simply the time of the year that is the witches' new year, which is when witches celebrated the end of the year. Okay, it's it's witchery all the time. Okay, us witches are witches all year round. It's always the season of the witch. Okay, so what I wanted to come and talk to you guys about is necromancy. If you are still at least halfway conscious, there's a chance for you. Otherwise, there's a lot of people that are going to fall under possession, and those spirits will drive those people crazy. Okay, because I've been talking a lot about shamanism, but right now what we need to talk about is the necromancy aspect of it. Okay, necromancy is not just a title. Okay, necromancy is a state of being. Okay, not a state of being. Necromancy is simply the study or the acknowledgement of spirits. Okay, so it's the existence of spirits, and there's many spirits. Okay, And spirits, they don't have to necessarily be what we call demons. In fact, spirits are a part of the divine, and everything that is a part of the divine is not always good. Okay, now divinity is good because it's about understanding and knowing and learning, but everything a part of the divine is not good because sometimes you have malevolent spirits, and there are a lot of malevolent spirits. We are post pandemic, which means that a lot of people passed on. These people do not always just float up to heaven or go down to hell. It doesn't work that way. Okay. And see, this is the reason why you have the existence of many haunted houses. Okay. And it is very real. That's just like that movie that Monique um just they just made a movie. I think it's called Deliverance from Evil or something. And you know, they were saying that it was a true story. Okay. No, I'm not gonna be punished, hon. Actually, I'm gonna be rewarded for helping people, hon. Okay, I'm just not gonna help you. Thank you. Bye. Okay. Um, I wonder if I can go and because y'all possess. I'm sorry, y'all. If y'all are here to get the education, a lot of those people that are in that group are possessed. I might have to go and shut down the chat because I was actually thinking about doing that like about a week ago. People have no protection whatsoever from possession. They don't. Okay, so I may have to, yeah, and you know. So anyway, the the point that I was making about the Monique movie is that that was based on a true story of a house that was supposed to have had like over 200 demons in it, and those were not demons, those were actually spirits. Okay, those were actually spirits that was in that house. I think it was in what, Gary, Indiana or something. I'm not sure. I haven't seen the movie yet. I'm not really interested in seeing the movie, but you know, um because that whole story just kind of gives me the creeps or whatever, but I might watch the movie, who knows. Y'all know I love my scary movies, you know. So the main thing that you have to worry about is possession. And see, possession is not just about people. Do not realize that possession is not just, it doesn't manifest as what we just see, what we saw in The Exorcist, where the little girl is strapped to the bed and I got a lot of people I need to ignore on Facebook. There's so many. These people are under possession and need help bad, very badly. And Jamila is not the one to help you. If you do, I listen. I do not do I do not do cleanses. I don't do spiritual work for free. Okay, I don't do no work for free. If you are looking for free anything, you are in the wrong place. Okay, go to church, and all the churches do is abandon people. Go to church though. Yeah. No. Okay. When it comes to things of that nature, the church rarely does things like that. Rarely. Okay. They don't do the work that I do. All right. Let me finish my discussion. And then a lot of these people are looking for money, which I don't know why they come to me looking for money. Either go get a job, either a lot of these people need to go get jobs, or do something. I don't know. It's bizarre. Okay. All right. Let's get back to the discussion. The one thing that you want to be concerned about is possession. Possession happens all the time, where malevolent spirits can and they will take over the body. People think that possession is all about, the like in The Exorcist, where the little girl is laid in the bed and she's possessed by supposedly the devil. Um, and the if you the it's a few things about that movie that you got to think about. Number one, that little girl had her mother looking out for her. And yes, it was a possession, but actually, in reality, um, Pazuzu is the one that saved that little girl. Okay, which is a demon that historically was a protector of pregnant women and children. Okay, so and there's a lot of malevolent spirits that will say that they were the devil, but that she was not possessed by the devil. Okay, the devil doesn't care about possessing people. Okay, that's not what that's not what the whole that's not it right there. But a lot of people are confused about that because they get a lot of their spiritual information from entertainment and movies, and you can't you it that's just not, no. Okay, so I'm talking about actual necromancy, which historically us witches have known a lot about. And I can promise you that it is a lot of people out there that spirits have gotten on them. And I see them all the time. Okay. And all you have to do is breathe in the air. That's all you have to do. Hold on, y'all. Oh, okay. Okay. So it's not about it being right now. Usually around Halloween, people start saying that the veil is lifting and the veil is thinner. And it does become thinner. But possession is something that you want to protect yourself from all year long. You don't want to just think, and it's not like you have to sit and constantly think about it constantly, but you have to be aware what's out there. So the main concern about possession is not just about throwing up green slime or gook. No, possession can make you sick. Okay, it can make you sick. It has taken a lot of people off of this earth. It has factually made people sick, and especially being that we're post pandemic, um, those sicknesses can kill you. Possession can also destroy your immune system. Possession can destroy the mind. Possession can almost mimic drug addiction sometimes with some people, or if you are on drugs, people that are on drugs are screwed. I'm not talking about marijuana, I'm talking about the other drugs. They, unless they get some help, and I'd say get some spiritual help along with that, because I see all types of clients, you know what I'm saying? And so I had one of my clients contact me, and he was very honest. He said, I have a, you know, he told me that he has a methamphetamine addiction, but he said that what he was feeling was possession in addition to that. So, you know, just because somebody's on drugs doesn't mean that they're stupid. And he's been coming to me, you know, inquiring about my necromancy services, which when you do a cleanse on somebody, that's a part of that. Okay. So, but if a person is on drugs, they are more susceptible to possession. Possession can murder people. Possession can kill the person. Possession can cause the person to be violent to others. Possession can cause symptoms of paranoia, schizophrenia. Okay. And people need to get educated and quit being ignorant and blaming it on witches. I think this is the one thing that us as a world, as a society, is going through right now. And it is because I will admit that there are some witches that do go around conjuring random spirits purposely to possess people. I am not one of those people. I am very ethical. I am a mother. I am a grandmother. I am a wife. In my opinion, I'm a wife because, you know, but and so I tend to my family. I'm a family oriented witch. Okay. So I'm not the type of witch that goes around randomly doing anything to anybody, and I don't think that it's funny. I am very responsible with my knowledge, and I just don't do things like that. Okay. In fact, last night it was about, I think it was what, about 3 o'clock this morning. It was some people that was playing around with it, and they was trying to possess me. And I have way too many spirits that I work with for people to do that, because it was trying to, you know, possession can also, these spirits will feed off of your energy. Okay. It's not just people. Here's the one thing that I'm seeing a lot of is these parasitic spirits that feed off of people energetically. Okay. So parasites are of a concern to them, parasitic energies. And so they like to try to feed off of people. Okay. This is a huge problem. And you know, of course I've had people dumb enough trying to feed off of me, and when they can't feed off of me, they get upset, because one of the biggest signs of of energy and spirit harvesting is insomnia. So I fell asleep, and they're everywhere. It can be random. I fell asleep and I woke up like maybe, and something woke me up. My spirits woke me up to tell me to do some defense. Okay. Um, and lo and behold, it was many, many, many. And what I did was I got up and I did what I knew that I had to do, the work that I do, and I was able to go to sleep probably like maybe an hour later. Okay. So a lot of you guys really, really, really need to pay attention to that. Uh Spiritual ignorance is going to keep people dying every single day, dying early at various ages. Okay. because you never know what kind of spirit you got in you. Spirit possession, what does what? Is gonna make you, it's gonna, it causes for you to take on the energy and the spirit of whatever that spirit is. It could be a spirit that's sent with a mission. It could be a random spirit. You have to protect yourself from those spirits. That's why necromancy is so important. And the people that work within necromancy, you got to be on the real when you dealing with necromancy. You can't be Hollywood entertainment. It ain't about Hollywood entertainment. Okay? And the problem with these spirits is that a lot of them don't know how to go in peace. Typically when spirit, when especially if it's a malevolent spirit, it won't leave you in peace. Okay? And there's a lot of people that are susceptible to possession, and it's gotten more prevalent, unfortunately, since marijuana has been legalized a lot. It's not that it's anything wrong with marijuana. Okay, there's nothing wrong with smoking marijuana, but marijuana, if you are not somebody that is being taken care of by somebody that knows what they're doing, marijuana can make it worse on you. Marijuana or cannabis is a herb of Neptune. It's connected with the planet Neptune, and Neptune's energy can either be illusionment, okay, or discernment. Neptune is a very important planet that's in our universe. And so you're either going to get disillusionment, illusions, okay, delusions. That planet can cause delusions, which is why some people that smoke marijuana, especially a lot of it, if they are not properly taking care of themselves spiritually, you can end up under certain illusions. Okay. And it's a lot of stubborn people out there that they just got it in their mind, or else they got a spirit in them that's telling them that the witches are evil, in which there are some evil witches out there. Okay. I can be evil when it comes to people attacking me. Okay, but so I am an angel to some people, to my clients and the people that know what I'm doing and they know it's real, but I can be a devil to people that are acting a fool, that are trying to bother me while I do my work that my gods have vetted me to do. Okay? But there are some people that just do it for fun. Just no rhyme or reason. They playing around with it. And that, that's, to me, that's not necessarily evil. That's stupid. Okay? So you have a lot of there's a lot of men walking around here who they are possessed by the spirit of misogyny, and that spirit is not good for you, because what that spirit is going to do is it's going to try to tell you that you are above the woman. And when you come to a witch like that, who is very wise and knows exactly what's wrong with you, you're not talking to just somebody that doesn't know when you're dealing with a witch. and it blocks you from getting the proper care that you need. So misogyny has and always will be deadly, either to the man or the woman, or to women. It's a lot of people in the prisons that have been possessed by the spirit of misogyny. And it's very rampant in the churches and throughout religions. You should never limit your understanding of spirit with your religion. Don't do it. Okay? I'm just telling y'all, stop doing that. Unless you understand necromancy and you are a medium and you've worked at it and you've done it. Okay, I've been dealing with spirits my entire life. Not just since I decided to go on my path, but my entire life since I was a baby. And I've always had spirits protecting me. By the way, on a side note, a lot of you guys that are having fertility issues, it's factually not a fertility problem, but it's more so because it's a lot of these malevolent spirits don't want your child to come in this world, especially if you are of a spiritual importance. It's definitely a war going on, but as a witch I don't worry about the war. I'm very confident in the spirits and my spirit team that is protecting me. I'm very confident in that. Okay. All right. So, a lot of people avoid it. They 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 don't want to deal with it. They want to ignore it. That's what's happening a lot. A lot of miseducation. A lot of possessed people trying to tell you what they think they know. Okay. And it's not about them affecting a witch's business. It's not about that. It's not about the money. It's about you receiving the proper help that you need. Because a lot of times possession can result in decaying of the mind and the body and the spirit. Your mind, your body, and your spirit. Okay. So right now, I think that part of the reason why it's so important to protect yourselves right now is because I do believe that the veil does thin, but then people get real goofy around this time of the year too. People get real goofy because they don't really understand the pagan holidays. They think it's all about this and it's all about that and it's all about competition. And there's many people that are possessed that are willing to die for a brand new pair of sneakers, and it makes no sense. Can you imagine somebody willing to die for a pair of sneakers? That's sad. Okay. And that's very sad that somebody would put an inanimate object before the value of their life. But there's a lot of people that's like low self-esteem. Okay. So, and a lot of people put money before, which money is, like I keep telling, You don't have to die or kill for money. Goodness gracious. I think that rapper Young Dolph just got killed. And instead of you being educated and understanding, what it does is it puts a lot of these men, especially black men, in despair. And that's because you haven't been taught right. Okay, you don't know what you're talking about. And you need to start listening to the wisdom of a witch that's telling you right. The reason why, because he was murdered for money. The reason why people are out there willing to kill people for money is because they are possessed by the spirit of poverty that tells them that they cannot survive, which the spirit of poverty lies a lot. It lies and it steals and it takes a lot. So that's why that young man was murdered, because the other one thought, I'm getting paid to put a hit out on him. And it was real messy. I saw the video. It was very messy. It was terrible. Okay. But this is what we're dealing with. Now, at the same time, there are malevolent spirits out there. There are spirits that will protect you. Okay. So that's where you come to me and I put you in contact with those spirits. Okay. And right now I do have my Sam Hang group, but a lot of you guys, even those of you that get in my Sam Hang group, a lot of you guys still need to be cleansed. So you might as well go ahead and just get a cleanse. So visit the website, okay? Or you guys can contact me at 770-686-7461, and then you guys can cash at me. When I'm doing cleanses on people, I am not just washing you and yeah, it is about that, but it is also about declawing, unearthing those spirits that are sometimes hidden very, very deep, and they don't want to go. They want to possess your body, and they're not supposed to be there. If they were supposed to be there, you would feel clarity. Yourself is saying, I don't feel good. I don't feel right. And you lucky that you even conscious enough to even do that, because there are some people that are out there driving their cars into crowds, shooting up places, murdering themselves, murdering their families, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Okay. And so a lot of it at the end of the day, what makes people crazy, definitely what's at the root of that problem is spirits, people spirits. I get irritated whenever people say, is this some soda left, Bubba's? Yeah. Okay. I get irritated when people say, uh, this was a case of possession or that was a case of possession. It's all possession. It's all spirits. And for people, you know what cracks me up is that for people to be that ignorant to blame the presence of spirits on witches is just plain ignorant. Well, it's them witches that's conjuring all of these spirits. No, they're going to exist whether or not witches practice or not. They're going to exist. Well, it's because y'all keep opening up them doors. No, actually, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay. And I think that it's because a lot of people have been miseducated. A lot of people get miseducated, and the thing of genuine person, okay? And you have to have an invested interest in helping people in order to do what it is that I do, okay? And the problem is that there's a lot of them out here that it's all about vengeance or competition or being better than someone else, and that's not what it's about. Okay, because at the end of the day, I'm a healer. I heal people every single day. Okay, so and it's one of those things to where you have to really, really um love yourself. Okay. Now, a lot of you guys have had spirits that have, some of these spirits are very subtle and they will squat inside of you for years. And those are the spirits that are having a long term effect on you. Somebody that's just crazy at that moment may have a temporary spirit that's on them, or maybe it could have been unearthed somehow. It's just time for it to become unearthed and it doesn't know how to leave in peace. Okay. So right now, there should be a lot of you guys should have an interest in getting cleanses. Okay. A lot of people have needed cleanses all year long. And it just is what it is. So get at me about cleanses, guys. Okay. Go to the website. You can get either a 30-minute or a 1 hour consultation, and then I'll get you in. And I do charge for my work. I do not do it for free. I don't have to do anything for free. I don't. Okay, it's what I do for a living. Respect it. I don't care if I'm black or orange or green, because there's been some people running around here knowing that I know what I'm doing, and they try to dump all their bad spirits off on me. Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you straight up and down. I work with some spirits that will literally turn your ancestors against you. So I could do a lot of evil stuff if I wanted to, if you piss me off enough. And then try to tell me try to tell me something and then be disruptive. It's a lot of people that are disruptive, and that doesn't make me any more or less authentic. It's just that those people are stupid. It's a lot of stupid people in this world. Okay. Who feel like they want to stop me from running Divine Services Apothecary simply because they want to compete on who has more money. You are in the wrong place and we are not equally aligned with one another. Okay, just FYI. And there's a lot of people that are pissed off because they can't afford my services. Too bad. If you were lucky enough to be able to come to me to get work done, your ancestors would at least give you half down on that. They would, because I do accept payment arrangements. Okay, so I am very loving and very kind, and all of my clients know this with exact fact. Here lately, we've been doing a lot of shamanic work, but necromancy is going to be in every area of witchery because you're dealing with spirits and you're dealing with energy. Okay. So even when I'm doing shamanism, which is shamanism is it goes several steps ahead. It's a totally different ball game that whereas necromancy falls under that. Okay. And last night, um I announced the War of the Roses love hex breaker. Okay. No, I am not going to do that ritual cheaper because that ritual is very involved. It includes a cleanse, it includes a chakra realignment, and it includes a lot of stuff with it and some shamanic work. So, no, I will not offer my services for cheap. If you want something cheap, go somewhere else. Okay. And you get what you pay for. Um, and I've been teaching classes a lot, but the people that have a lot of people trapped in their little traps, their little spirit traps or traps, they think that they can come for me for releasing you from that trap, and then they fuck around and they find out that they can't come for me. And then you open up to a you're then next thing you know, you living in a whole new world. And that does take adjustment, especially if you've been in that trap for years. 5, even a year in a trap can change the way a person thinks. A year, 5 years, 10 years. Some of y'all been in that for 20, 30 years, your whole life. So instead of you understanding that there's a better reality that you can live in, and it's not that you're going to die, it's just that now you're in a different environment, things are different, and now you have to adjust. So that does take some adjustment to do. Okay. And it can be hard when you go from, living in certain realities that you were put in to another reality to where you are manifesting the things that you want, and it almost seems unreal, and you've got to connect with it. You've got to connect with, a lot of people will sit and wish for things and they'll dream about things, but are they actually ready? And then of course there are the enemies, there is the agenda. There's the agendas of others that you have to look out for. Okay. And that's okay too. So um I've got to go because I have somebody scheduled. But I do have I hope I'm not getting ready to go back to these nocturnal hours because I slept until real late, so my spirit's probably getting ready to take me back into the nocturnal hours again. So I'll be up until probably at least 1 a.m. You guys can contact me for your confidential and private appointments, okay? And I'll be there. And cleanses are done immediately. Okay, we don't waste times on cleanses. In fact, a lot of y'all, when y'all come to get readings, a lot of y'all will think, well, the work is done. No, it's not. Me reading you doesn't do the work. That's just a reading, me letting you know what's going on. But what happens during the readings is that the way I prepare for the readings is I call to certain spirits that will um, make a lot of those spirits lay down and rest, and it'll put them into sleeper mode for the reading so that we can actually read the situation. And it kind of makes you feel protected and clear. That's why a lot of people, when they do the readings with me, they feel that clarity, but then those spirits are going to wake back up and do the same thing. You have to actually pay for the work. I don't do work for free. Okay. And I don't do it for cheap, because when you do it for cheap, it's not, you're not going to get its quality of work. Okay. All right, guys. Blessings to y'all. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. Make sure y'all subscribe. Also, doesn't matter if you, I don't care about likes and subscriptions. That doesn't matter to me. Views. For those of you that needed to hear this message, I am here for you to contact me. Okay. All right, guys. I will see y'all later. Blessings. Bye bye.